go through all that money and spend all that money on the funeral. And then they send my poor because they scared what somebody going to have to say. Oh, I don't want nobody. Child, did you go there and you see how they had that funeral? Oh, it didn't even look so good. They had him in a pine bottle, a cheap bottle. So what? You won't know what they put you in when you dead. So why should they spend all their money? All those boxes gonna do the same thing, gonna hold the person in there. If you must have the funeral, do get something you can afford. No, I would be happy to see nobody dead, but I'll be even unhappier to take all the money and spend it on a dead person. That's why it make me sad. If you want me to be sad, you let me find out, or I can find out that somebody's spending a lot of money on me when I'm dead. You didn't spend it on me when I was alive. So why spend it on me when I'm dead? You didn't come see me when I was alive. So why you want to see me while I'm dead? If I decide not to have a funeral, it may be good. There, so you won't sit there and have to look at the dead cards. Now that sounds awkward and it sounds awful, but then people need to face reality. I mean, what you didn't treat me right when I was alive. You didn't come see me. You didn't visit me. You didn't tell me you love me. You didn't tell me you care for me. You didn't bring me no flowers. You didn't even talk good of me while I was alive. Now I'm dead. And you want to get up and talk about how good I were. No, you're lying. You don't know whether I was good or not. You want to bring some old rotten iron flowers that you may have at your house. And if you went out and spent some money on them, you dumb as hell, because what good is going to do me? Do you really think you're making the family feel good? The family is going to be sad over a dead person anyway. But me, if people like me, they'd be more sadder when they find out that you could have gave me the money. I'd rather give the money to somebody that needed it. These funeral homes, they just rip these folks off. They taking advantages of you because right now you're vulnerable. You sad. And they can put in your mind, child, you want to give him the best going home that you can give him. That person have already went home. They already dead. They've been laying up in there 2 or 3 days in a freezer somewhere, or they've been somewhere in a room dead. The minute they lay, their spirit left that body don't know nothing about nothing. And for you to spend all that money to try to make that person look good, that person yet dead. And funeral homes take your money. People need to learn common sense. Now, if you want to do that, do what you do. I mean, but me, I don't want nobody to put no flowers. If you can't bring me no flowers now, if I can get up just for a moment out of my coffin and find out somebody that gave me a bunch of flowers, I'll take those flowers and probably hit them across the head. Say, why you did not take this money and spend it on somebody that living, that needed it? Let the dead, Jesus say, bury the dead. Those folk want to put you away real, what they call real good. The bottom line is you're going to be put in the ground. I don't care what they put you in, you dead. It ain't going to, that thing, if they put you in one of these big old museums or whatever they call them, these big old caves or whatever, houses that are built or the ground, it ain't going to do you no good because you dead. So why spend, the scripture said, money for that which is not good? If you got that kind of money, if you really want me to see a good funeral and enjoy my funeral and put me away good, let me see you do it now. Let me see how you, if people got that kind of money that they want to spend on flowers and coffins and all of that fine stuff for me, let me see it now. Go and buy me a coffin now. Go and buy me flowers and all that and put it on a coffin. And let me get in and let me take a picture in there and see how I look. And then if I look okay in there and I like that, then you done me good. But then you're going to wait till I'm dead and you're going to load me up with flowers. And then all of them start, most of them that didn't bring no flowers, it said right there waiting to get one when it's time to go. Hey, did you get a flower? You don't know me. Why? What you want a flower for? Why would you offer somebody else my flower? You got them for me. Why can't you put them in the ground with me? That is to show, how we gullible we can be. And then you got somebody else hungry, probably sitting there saying, oh, I wish they would have got candy flowers, or flowers that I can eat. That's how mixed up we are. And then you have those that sitting there saying, child, they didn't even put him, did you see how they put him away? If I were you, I would buy this and I would buy that. And 9 times out of 10, they sitting there hoping that you would give them some of what they telling you to spend the money. Funeral directors that, oh, we want to give him a good home going. If I didn't accept Christ as my personal Savior, they ain't giving me a good home going. If that's the case, they pushing me to hell real quick. Because I didn't accept Christ as my personal Savior. 9 times out of 10, God ain't gonna accept me in heaven. Where Christ said you won't be accepted. If you don't accept Him as your personal Savior, you lost anyhow. So I don't care how fine a coffin they put you in, you're gonna be in there until you're out. So save yourself a few dollars. Go to the funeral home, all of them going to serve the same purpose. Why make the merging fad? Scripture, if you want to talk about the Bible talks about that too. Now, you say, Jim, why did you talk about this on a Sunday? Teach you to observe all things. You don't work it. Some people, you want to put them in insurance. They ain't got no insurance. And they don't want you to put them in insurance or put their children in insurance. The purpose of that is to give the child a gift while they live. Insurance is cheaper when kids are little. Jesus said, teach them to observe all things. Now, why am I going this way? I don't know how we got on this subject. But Jesus said, teach them to observe all things. You get insurance on kids while they live. And it may not do them no good for us the money concerned, but it can bury them, and then whatever money, you ain't paying a lot of money while the child is little. You get my age, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, you can't afford the insurance, really. It's too high. Yeah. And some of the insurance people don't want to trust giving you, sticking their neck out for you. And if they do, you just might well go on and start paying on your burial funeral if you want one. But if you give the money while the kid is little, while they're a kid, yeah, you can get a good policy. Or somebody go try to get $100,000 policy on me. How much you say? Over $100 and some dollars a month, probably more than that. And they may not even insure you if you say it. But they don't want to have to give up that kind of money. You put it on the kid. Now you don't have to go around telling everybody because somebody may get trigger happy. Want to get rid of the kid and get rid of you. But you put it on the kid. When the kid get old, if the kids got kids, they can pass the money on to their kids, grandkids, or their kid. And you have just imagine if we'd had, oldest we done got, if we'd have had insurance on us when we were little. Just say $100,000 policy. It'll even help you feel, I know, babe, I know you love me. You don't want me, just be honest. That's the way Daddy taught you. You won't want to see me die. But you can feel a lot better to spend $5, $6, $8,000 on my funeral and walk around with $90-some in your pocket, $90-some in your pocket. That even helps you to get over me better. Now that sounds off, and I know it don't sound right, but hey, these some common sense rules. And you can pass, if they'd have put us in that kind of insurance, when they buried us, we'd have had something pass on to our kids. But you wait till we get old, and this is another thing people do. They work on a job, and they say, my job got insurance on me. Burial, hospital, and all that good insurance. And you work on that job 15, 20, 30 years, baby, and lose that job. Do you really think you're going to have burial insurance? If so, you probably couldn't afford to pay it. And the minute you lose the insurance, the longer you wait, the older the person going to be, and the higher the insurance going to be. Teaching them to observe all things, Jesus said. First naturally, then spiritually. Because some of us folks die, and we don't have no insurance, and you have to be a wait on somebody else to bury you. You need that. If you can have insurance on the car, you should have it on you. We have insurance on our furniture, we should have it on you, on yourself. And people, I don't want to talk about that, I don't want to talk about dying. We all going to leave here one day. My great-grandmama left here, my grandma left here, my mama left here, and I'm going to leave here. Daddy, grandpa, and all of us, brothers and sisters, we all going to leave here. And the thing with me is, if I leave here, I ain't got nothing to worry about. So I don't want to be a weight on nobody else. Trying to bury me, trying to put me away. You can't afford, don't try to do it. I should have insurance, but if I didn't think enough to get it on myself, then why should you be? I'd be a burden to you. And when people die, they come running to you. Get yourself in some insurance. Otherwise, then hey, you have to do what you have to do, and if you have to give it to the city, give it to the city. That may not sound right. And somebody may call themselves going to get after me for saying that, but the truth is the truth. We should know the truth, and the truth should make us free. They come running here with a bunch of flowers. And some of them I may know, and some of them I don't know. Some of them won't tell me how good I'm doing now. Won't give me no spiritual encouragements, no moral encouragements, no nothing. Instead of telling me I'm doing good while I'm living, you try to tell me how I should be doing things while I'm living. I'm doing something, you ain't doing nothing, but you want to tell me what I ought to do. Now that I'm dead, all you want to do is look down. I want to make sure that if I'm laying in a coffin, they clean my nose. Because that's the first thing you're going to be looking in there. It's a child that you see what was in his nostrils, in his nose. You better not see nothing there. So you undertakers, make sure y'all do your job. Don't just want to put a person away. And stop lying to these people about these folks look like they sleep. No, they look like they dead. If you want to make me look like I'm asleep, make a person look like they sleep, tell them no, find out the way they sleep. And when you put them in a coffin, put them in there the way they sleep, if you want to make them look like they sleep. So people don't use that nonsense and common sense on folks. Try to call yourself encouraging them. They all you do is say, somebody come telling me somebody look like they sleep. And say, oh, that's the way they sleep when they dead. When they was alive, now they dead. Let me see a picture of them while they were asleep before they died. Then I can tell you whether or not they look like they were asleep or not. Stop lying to folks. I know those are words of encouragement. And so if you don't want to lie to them, just don't say nothing. Come here with a bunch of flowers on a dead on a coffin. And most of them sitting there that ain't bought no flowers, sitting there waiting to get something when they get to the funeral. And then some of those that bought them end up taking them home saying, oh, I ain't giving this to so-and-so, I want this. Stop and think about it. Make an emergent fact. Since we want to talk about the Bible, the whole law talk about that. The person will never come to church, and you want their funeral at the church. My grandma died. Will you have a funeral? Can we have a funeral at the church? My uncle died. My sister died. My friend died. Can we have a funeral at the church? Did they go to that church? Did they go to anybody's church? They didn't go to nobody's church. Then the answer should be no. Because they wanted their corpse and the church phase it. I don't care whether you like me or not. I must teach you the truth. I don't want to have to be dealing with no dead bodies. My job is to preach the gospel. So if you don't come to church and you ain't going to nobody's church, the funeral home charging you a lot of money. Have it at the funeral home. You're paying for that anyway. And that'll save those people a whole lot of trouble and save a whole lot of policemen from undertakers from dodging in and out of traffic trying to get to that place. And everybody that want to see them, then let them take out the time and go there. Some of the churches ain't big enough anyway. A lot of people come crying in there fighting for seats. And then you don't get mad with the preacher if they say no. Because that person ain't going to nobody's church. That if they die, evidently they don't want to be buried. They don't want nobody. God is not the God of the dead. He's the God of the living. And I'm to preach the gospel to you, not the funeral, not your funeral. I don't believe in preaching nobody's funeral. If they dead, they can't hear me. I'm after you that are alive. Trying to get you ready to die. In case if the Lord called you. Lord called me, wake me up, and I can get up out of the coffin, and you took all the money and put it on a piece of box that you're going to put me in. Just to make me look good. I look pretty good while I'm alive. I don't know how I look when I'm dead, and I don't care how I look when I'm dead. But I do care about what you gonna do with if I have money policy, what you gonna do with it. I want you to take it and put me in the cheapest box you can find. And don't put a lot of flowers on it. And if folk come walking in the church with flowers, tell them to take that junk on. And y'all, pastor said, you didn't give them to him while he was alive. Don't give it to him when he dead. He don't want it. Because I believe in giving people their flowers while they live. If you didn't say a kind word about me to my face while I was living, or say a kind word to me to somebody else that can get back to me, I don't need you standing up trying to have no minute or 3 minutes over talking about me. I don't know what you're going to say about me. I'd rather you to speak it to my face while I'm alive. Take the time out. Show the person love. Show them kindness while they alive. There so you won't have to go and get nobody no flowers when they dead. If I labor with you in the gospel and you die, I don't mind laboring with you and your family while you're dead. But then you come bringing me some dead weight. I don't know nothing about the person, and you want me to teach their funeral. That's why I don't teach funeral. I get to teach you and tell you how you should love that person, enjoy that person while they're alive. And yes, that for people to die, loved ones be hurt. But true love said, well, thank God they out of their suffering and out of their misery. Because we ought to rejoice when somebody dies. And if you want to have a funeral, have that funeral when they're living. Let me see what you think about me while I'm alive. And if you don't think much about me while I'm alive, you don't need to know about me while I'm dead. Folks sometimes hold bodies up a long time, waiting on sun so that they ain't saw the person in years to get here. No, put me in the ground as quick as you can. Really, I don't care what you do with the body. You can burn it. Give it to the city. Try to get a permission from the law that if the trash man want to come pick it up. Save all the money you can save to help someone that have a need of it. Don't let these funeral home people rip you out of all the money. They find out about your insurance policy. You got a policy? That ain't your business. You take advantages of that person if you want to. You may die one day. And people don't be so gullible. I can be hurt, but I yet using common sense. If I have to put any of you away, and I'm over the money, funeral homes, I got news for you. You ain't gonna get the best, all that money, when somebody's in a need. I'll bury you the best way. You know, I'll put you away according to what you want. But if you think if I'm over money, you think I'm gonna spend it all, you got another thing coming. So don't let people take advantages of you because your loved ones die. You have nothing to feel guilt about. And don't let them scare you up talking about if you get a cheap coffin, they're going to fall out. If they pick that coffin up and your body fall out, that funeral home should be more trouble than a live because they shouldn't put you in no rotten box. And you holler and get what you paid for, they shouldn't put a rotten box in there anyway. So if you fall out of that one, that ain't what you paid for. They ripped you off with that one. So the bottom line is, think soberly. Yes, I'm hitting here and there. I'm teaching you to observe all things. If you come in, you have folk come to church, they could have put him away better than that. You don't know what those people went through with. I spent all my life going here. All my life in this church. Struggling and going through. Trying to feed the fruit people that are here. Spiritually and naturally if I have to, if they need me. And then I die, you take my body somewhere else, so people that I don't know nothing about. Shame on you. You go here, people, you go here, and your family member comes when you dead, they come and take you from that preacher's church and take you somewhere else. Shame on them. And if they hurt, they ought to be hurt because if they knew you, you would want your funeral wherever you go. People that are not married, and you have lived with this person for years, and this person died, their family come and take over them and leave you hurt. Shame on their family. Yeah, whether you and them was married or not, shame on their family. Because if that person would have wanted that family to do that, they wouldn't have been with you. So think about it, family. Be fair to people when they dead. You want to put them in the best box. And you ain't helping the person. Once I shut my eyes, I don't care. Ain't a thing you can do to help me. What you say about me can't help me, can't hurt me. You can say whatever you want. You can't prove it or nothing. When it comes down to me being here to speak for myself, once my eyes are shut, they gone. And if you didn't say nothing good about me while I was alive, don't say nothing good about me when I'm dead. You don't say nothing good about me. If you want to talk bad about me while I'm dead, talk bad about me while I'm alive. Be fair. Honest. The song say, amen, amen. Master, hear your servant's prayer once again. I'll be honest, I'll be fair. I'll go with you all the way. This is your servant's prayer. Amen. Tell the truth. Speak those things that become sound doctrine. Don't let them rip you off the funeral home, playing on your feelings, taking advantages of you. And folks, you need a church home. You need the preacher to have the last words over you. His words may help you. And if a preacher don't believe that, then he needs to stop preaching, or she needs to stop preaching. That preacher should have some words that he can say. Jesus said unto Peter, I have given you the keys to the kingdom, that whatsoever you bind on earth, listen to me, I bind it in heaven. And whatsoever you loose on earth, I'll loose it in heaven. Whose sins you commit, I'll hold them there. And those that you loose, I'll let them go. That's the power and authority of the preacher. Get it right. Read your book. Get understanding of it. So, preacher may put his pants on like you. He may sit on the toilet like you. He may eat like you. May walk, talk, and act like you. But it's something different with him and you and God. God gives him the mistress, or her the mistress, whoever. So, get it together. That's sound doctrine, sound teaching. Now, you say, why would you talk on a sermon like that on a Sunday? That's teaching you to observe all things. So I say, so anybody know that if I'm dead, and you see me laying up in the coffin and you don't see no flowers on around me, you can say not too many people gave him flowers when he was living. I don't need them while I'm dead. They're not going to do me no good. And if you happen to come to my funeral and you see a lot of flowers, and if you ever see this tape, you should say to everybody that bought flowers, how stupid were you to buy that man's flowers? And he told you right in public that he'd rather you to take those flowers and take that money and give it to somebody that needs it. I'm not saying it's wrong to give flowers, but it's wrong to give them to me if you ain't gave them to me when I was alive. Why would you do it when I'm dead? And why would I want them when I'm dead? What good would it do me to put me in a real good-looking box and I can't see you? Put me in that good-looking box now while I can see you. What I can lay in that if you want to spend a lot of money on me a coffin, let me and you go and pick it out now. And let me get in it and lay in it and let them take a picture of me and let me see how I feel. I don't care how I feel when I'm gone, but if you just want to blow money, go and get all the flowers and let me see it now. Let me smell some of them. People die and folks start piling flowers up in front of those people's plate and say, I'm paying my last respect. Think about it. Oh, I know ain't nobody gonna like me for that one. If I die here at this church, you better not go piling, y'all better not start piling no flowers up in front of my door. Somebody have to pay to get that junk cleaned up. Get hit on the freeway and you go and put a lot of flowers on the freeway. Somebody driving through ain't paying attention. Looking at the flowers and running back to somebody. Common sense. Give me my flowers while I yet live, that I can see the beauty that they bring. That's the old folk song. Now, the song, another verse say, I don't need them when I'm dead and gone. You know why I don't need them? Since I want to bring them while I'm dead. I can see the beauty that they bring. I can spare the fragrance that they bring. So I don't need them. And if you think you want to encourage somebody, come to that person, that family member and say, I work on to buy some flowers, but here's the money. That encouraged me better than the flowers, and I'm dead. Because you done what I asked you to do. So if by some chance, church folks, I'm dead, folk come walking in here with some flowers, tell them take that junk somewhere else. Take them and take them to the back. And if they want to get mad, but you tell them, Elder Byrd say you don't want them. You didn't give them to him when he's alive. So that monkey won't be on your back, it'll be on mine. Say, he said he don't want them. You didn't give them to him when he was living, he don't want them when he dead. He wants you to take anything that you're going to buy for a funeral, for me as a dead person, and I'm talking about me. Y'all do what you want with y'all, but about me, you can take that money and give it to somebody that needs it. Because it's not going to do me no good. And people that got money, stop letting these folks brainwash you and spending all your insurance policy on dead folks. That person that, if you love them the same when they dead. I love people that have lived and have died. And my love for them have not changed. But I ain't gonna buy them no flowers. Not while they dead. If I know you, I'll tell you I appreciate you. Tell you how good you are to me. I'll tell you what I think about you while I mean you together, while we're around. I try to enjoy you. So as I try to enjoy you, think about that. You try to enjoy each other. Try to enjoy your loved ones, your family. Try to have a good time. That when they gone, you have nothing to think about negative other than the good time. I remember when me and Peter then would go out of town, go to another country. We would have such a good time that when something bad happened, he would say, Jimmy, just don't remember the bad thing, just remember the good that we have had. So the good, when we had such a good time, to the bad things became funny, the bad times. And yes, sometimes you go to another country, it can be stressful. And sometimes people, and none that derogatory toward people that think right in other countries, but some people in other countries don't think like, and maybe it's us. But you know, that way of thinking could be so off. And maybe to them, our way of thinking can be so off. So it may be the both of us. But it becomes stressful.